Okay, here I am, dressed and ready to go. Got my riding gear on and my FE250 2020, and I am ready to race. First time in 30 years. And just getting ready to go there, number 32. And these are all video clips from the news and from other friends I clipped from the internet from this race. Big race in the Republic of Georgia, sponsored by Red Bull. And you can see the trophies there on the left. So we're going to be lining up for the race, going under the Red Bull banner. And yeah, and this is where it starts right here. So you can see the lineup. And you can see TSU, that's Tbilisi State University there we're racing at. And here's the lineup. We're going to take off over this log, and that's the first obstacle we're going to hit. And there's me hitting the jump just right, getting some air. And as you can see, you go up, you go around, and then you go down. And you're going to make a quick right, and then there's a drop off and some more obstacles. And so I'll kind of walk you through the race. Again, my son filmed some of this, my son Seth, and then most of it I clipped from the internet. This is what it looks like if you do it right, and it's fairly steep. I'll give you a perspective in a minute from the side. But you come down, and then you head off to the left. You can see guys get jammed up there real quickly, but if you hit it hard and just arch around, see the guy behind me, he almost crashed. You can't be shy on this. You've got to just gas it and go around. And let your balance carry you around. Otherwise, you're going to end up falling over, as we'll see in a minute. They put all the wood there to protect the steps from the university, even though this part of the university is closed. Okay, so you see that guy goes down, next guy goes down, and then there's me right behind him. And I can't go anywhere. They've got it totally blocked. The next guy comes in, he is stuck. And if you stop on that, any farther up than that one guy is there, you'll just slide down. And you'll see that I do that in a minute. And I actually hog a few times here because the guy doesn't realize I'm behind him. Hey, get out of the way. The other guy's still stuck. So I managed to get around. And then they kind of start stopping guys. They have a cautioner because one guy, his bike is just stuck and they can't get him out. He may be hurt, so they're stopping him. So I was the last guy to get around. You can see what it looks like, how steep it is when you actually make that turn. But if you do it right, gas it, go around smooth, it's no problem at all. And it's a lot of fun. It's kind of thrilling, actually. It looks scarier than it actually is. As long as you keep your speed up, you can see all these guys are hitting it just right. That guy there did a little wheelie. Watch the nose wheel leaves. He goes down. That's Georgi. He's one of our local pros. He actually rides on the international circuit. You see how jammed up it gets there. There's me in the middle, my Ruts jersey, and there's me buried underneath another guy. That's my white helmet sticking out there. He got stuck, and all I could do was stop and just slide into him. And here's some of the more, just after that drop off, some of the obstacles that people are going to be going over, and they're made of these big spools for electrical wire. And this is all in the parking lot of the Tbilisi State University, although it's a part they haven't been using for a while. So it was really great of them to let us use it. So this is sponsored by Enduro Club of Georgia. And as you can see, it's a very small country we live in Georgia, in Tbilisi. But there's a lot of guys that are into racing. And part of it is because we actually have a KTM Husqvarna dealer in gas, of course. And so there's a lot of gas Huskies like mine and KTMs. Now, this is the big tire jump, and if you don't hit that just right, it can be really uncomfortable. And then you go down, as you can see, I disappear into that blackness. It's a big hallway, and it's all super smooth cement. And then they're going to run us around an obstacle, and then I'm going to come back. There I go, coming back, and it is really slippery. So you have to be careful. This is what it looks like if you hit it right, but it's a little difficult because guys get lined up in front of you, and then you can't hit it fast enough, and you end up bouncing through those tires. One guy actually landed right in the middle of the tires and fell off the side. And then after you come around, basically you got a little bit of a dirt straightaway here. It's kind of fun because you can really get on it, and then it goes back towards the start again. Again, my son was filming this, and some other clips that I got, and so there's a lot of filming done right in this area, but it's really a fun area. There I go again. See that bright blue Ruts jersey. This guy on the right, he hits it just right over those logs. I'm not much of an expert on logs, but you can see for us guys that don't race much, they have a little ramp built in there. Yeah, you can hit those tires really hard. Watch this guy. Yeah, skip past him. Here I come again over the obstacle. And it would get kind of jammed up in here sometimes, so you can't always get onto that ramp there, especially if one guy like in that Kawasaki right there, he gets stuck. And you'll see him in the next few scenes, he's just stuck. So I'm going over the logs in this spot here. And the guys are just getting jammed up. So it's always a drag when you're behind that many guys because you're trying so hard to get ahead and then you just can't, you're blocked. And there I go, boom, hit it just right. Got the front tire at least over the tires. If you can do that, then the back tire just kind of absorbs the tires. They do have some sandbags thrown in there, so it's not too rough. But I caught it on the last round through. I caught it really hard and really cracked my neck and put me pretty far behind on the last moto. This is a closed course enduro. So it's not like the kind, that goes through the mountains and things like that. Some might call this hard enduro. I don't really call it hard enduro. It's just an obstacle course, but it's a lot of fun. And it is a challenge. The challenge is how fast can you go over these things and get around all these guys at the same time. You can see most of the bikes coming through there are KTMs, Huskies, Gas, and then we've got the one guy in the Kawasaki. Of course, he's broken down. No offense to Kawasaki riders, but he's still sitting there. And at this point, I had guys stop behind him. That's me. Okay, oh man, I'll just go around him and I'll take the ramp. And he's just like he's given up, unfortunately. And, so there I go. Try to hit that jump again. Here we go. Gonna hit it. Yeah. Sometimes I had to actually just almost stop at that corner and wait for guys to clear. To me, it is more worth it to clear those tires and to get stuck in the middle of them because it was kind of scary. They're pretty far off the ground, and you don't hit them right, you could be going off the side of them or have the next guy land on top of you. So sometimes I just cleared it really well. Other times like that, not so well. But I'll tell you what, that 2020 FE 250 for this course was perfect. Now keep in mind, I'm racing against guys on mostly 450s, maybe a few 350s. And on this course, it's keeping up really well. And the suspension on the Huskies are just, it's the best there is. I mean, I've got a KTM as well in the garage we use, and it's a 450. I didn't have it at this time, but I would say the Husky suspension is better. It's a 220, this FE, as you can see, I'm riding here, and then 450 is a 2018, so it's probably upgraded. Well, this is getting towards the end of the race here. Those are the trophies. Again, there's no classes, just first I think pro and then amateur, expert, whatever comes after that. Thanks for watching, and yeah, hope you enjoyed it.